Guys, I'm back. So today I decided that I want to just kind of show my makeup collection. Don't have much. Let's start with that. And most of it, I waited till today to do it because I just got a big order from ColourPop, and I know there's mixed feelings about them, but my main thing is I don't have much makeup or eyeshadows or anything. I've just recently in like last year had like the Ipsy bag and like just got started getting the BoxyCharm because I just want to try different things because I'm just learning about makeup and what to do with it. So I thought that ColourPop was my best option at the moment because it's got a large color range and I can kind of experiment and see what I like and see what I feel comfortable with doing, what I think looks good on my face, and then I can look at different brands. But I didn't want to invest like, you know, $70 in a Morphe palette with a couple of colors, then, you know, not like or use half of them, and a lot of them are nudes, and I recently just got a Tarte palette that's all nudes, and you know, so I'm good on those. So I guess we should just start. Like I said, I don't have much, and a lot of the makeup I've had for a while. I have started to try and switch stuff out. I think I will start with foundations. I don't have many, but the ones that I have tried, now the one I've used the most because I'm just starting out, I only just got like a full coverage-ish foundation, but the one that I've been using is this Maybelline BB Fresh because I think it's just like, it's a nice tinted moisturizer for the most part, and it does do a little bit of smoothing, and that's really what I wanted to start with because I mean, I think mostly because I think back to when I first started to try and use makeup, and I was a teenager, didn't know what I was doing. There wasn't, I don't really want to show my age, but there wasn't the same YouTube situation going on when I was younger, so I couldn't just look up how to do these things. So for the most part back then, you know, I would try foundation and it would just feel heavy and gross on my face, and I would just be, you know, and then of course when you're a teenager, you do have more of a oily skin going through puberty and everything. So it didn't really work for me, so I never got into it. And even then, up until just recently, my main situations that I would do on my eye would be like an eyeliner, a mascara, and like that's about it. Maybe a tinted moisturizer, sometimes black eyeshadow because that's the kind of chick I was, and not really anything on my lip because I didn't really have the confidence to want to stand out or anything. But I do enjoy when I'm playing around doing like a darker lip because I think it's cute. And yeah, so I do like that, the BB cream, because it does just do just enough, and I don't feel like I'm weighted down. I'm just starting to get into the more fuller coverage foundations and figuring out how to wear that on my face to where it's not going to feel gross. So the foundation that I did get and I have put on once, you probably heard that bing, but don't listen, is the Wet n Wild Photo Focus foundation, and it's in Nude Ivory, and I think that's just right at my color, my skin tone color, which is nice. And I did put that on, and it didn't feel bad at all, and I really liked it. I do have, I think in my BoxyCharm this month, I think I picked my add-on as the, I think it's a Becca foundation, or Becky, I don't know, but I'll get it and I'll show it to you later. And hopefully I got the right color there. Again, I've never been color matched, so it's more of a just see what happens kind of thing. But I think that didn't look, at least this one didn't look too weird on my face, and I don't care about looking pale, and I'm not gonna look orange. That's not what I want. Or overly dark is just not ever, I don't tan. So the rest of my body, my neck is never going to be tanned. So I think I couldn't do anything crazy on my face because it's just not going to look right. Again, I've had a couple of little situations. I've not used them though. These other little foundations and this CC cream I just got. So I can just try these on my face and hopefully they'll look nice. And it'll just give me a little more of an idea of any of these other brands work or what I feel feels good to me. This Tarte one says it's a clay coverage foundation, so that kind of sounds like it's gross, but we'll see. As for powder, I again have another sampler. This one is a pure one, and it is in light. It says Pressed Mineral Makeup 4-in-1, so I'm not quite sure. Gonna have to look more into that. I thought it was just a foundation, but then I have this translucent setting veil powder stuff that is nice. I need it translucent. Again, I don't want that big old cakey situation, and I don't have any reason to do any baking or anything on my face because I mean, I'm not a cake, so I don't feel like I need to bake. Maybe, I don't know, but I don't do enough on all this situation, and I think it does look a bit much, and if I don't have to do it, I'm not going to do it. It's just an unnecessary step for me. And then as for concealers, I don't know how there's a big old chip out of this mug, but I did buy this Maybelline Cover Stick, and I got in my Boxy a Morphe concealer. And for right now, I mean, I've used them both. I find with this Morphe concealer that you don't have much time. As soon as I put it where I needed it, and then once I started going back to trying to smooth it out and fill it in, it felt like it was already drying, and I don't know if that's a thing with concealer in general, but that was kind of frustrating when I went to try and blend it in, and it was already drying, and that was annoying. I did find with the Cover Stick it wasn't so bad, so maybe it's just this formula, I don't know. Like I said, I don't know much about makeup, so I'm just doing what I see and what I have. So those are my situations for my face. I should have started with primers, but I do have a couple test pots and things that I've used. I have this Touch in Sol No Pore Blem Priming Water. Pore Blem. I'm an idiot. I get it. This is nice. Obviously it's a priming water. It does feel nice. It feels like it's a bit hydrating as well, and I like that one. It doesn't feel like it does much in the sense of filling in any blemishes or smoothing it out, but I do like it because it's light and I don't really feel it. I do have some Tarte base tape, which is quite nice. It is about a lot thicker than the other one, but I do like it. But I've only used it a couple times. And again, for the most part, these primers, now I just literally in the last couple weeks started trying out foundation, other than just like the moisturizing BB cream, and I didn't feel like I needed to do much priming to my face, and I know that's crazy, but I didn't. And so mostly I was using these primers for my eyelids, and I found that worked really well because I had never used primers either on my eyes, and I loved these. That's mainly, I've just been using it there, so that's all I really know about these using ones. I just got this one, Too Faced Hangover Replenishing Face Primer, and I've only used this once, and I think I have to use it a little bit more to see if I like it. Another one I have is this Smashbox Photo Finish Primerizer, and I do like this one quite a lot, and I do use it the most. That's why it's almost out, but I think if I were to go again, I mean, I need to work through what I've got, but once I want to buy again, that's definitely on the list of a maybe buy. Another primer that I just picked up because it was on sale at Walmart, and yes, I do shop mostly at Walmart. I just signed up with Ulta, but I'm not a person who can spend $1,000 on makeup, and that's why I have what I have, and I have to use it, and that's it. And that's a big reason why a lot of my eyeshadows were, again, the ColourPop situation. I've heard good reviews of those, and I know that a lot of people are just annoyed that they release so much, but for me, trying it out and for my budget, it's great. And so yeah. But this, because I had seen this at Ulta and it is the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. I had seen this, I think, at Ulta for an exuberant amount, but this was on sale at Walmart for $8, and as soon as I saw it, I was like, okay, I'm gonna get that because I wanted to try it, and I've actually put it on my face today, so this is my first time using this. I've only just got it. I was really surprised. You're gonna see my big finger gouge in it, but when I first opened it, I was like, wow, that's a lot. Like, when I just put a little tension on the top, I was like, that's very thick, and that's very, I mean, it's a putty, so what I don't know what I expected. But I thought, wow, that's going to be really thick, and I'm not sure how it's going to go on. But today, when I went to touch it, and like, as soon as I put a little more pressure on it, it just sunk into it. And I was like, oh, okay, that's not too bad. But it was different. It was different than anything I've ever put on my face before, primer-wise. And yeah, we'll see. It felt like, thick enough it was going to smooth stuff, but it didn't feel, like right now, I don't feel like I have it on my face, which is great. So, like, it's not drying. Like, usually you get the drying around here. And I do have the Urban Decay primer potion on my eyes as well, because I picked these up, and I know that a lot of people do recommend getting the eye primers because of how it sits, and it's just a it's better formulated for the oily eyelids and things. So I did pick that up, and my first impressions when I first used this were that it was very dry, and it was, as soon as I put it on, it was in the same situation that I had with the concealer, that as soon as I put it on, as when I got it where I wanted it, and then I went to go smooth it out, and then it was dry. This time, I did one eye at a time, and also I think that it was probably just because it was brand new, and it was still getting on the actual applicator. But now it feels a lot looser, a lot more liquid, and it is a lot easier to smooth out and use. And so I'm liking that so far. And then the last primer that I do have is this No Pore Primer Smoothing Coverage, and it's not the same as the priming water, though it is the same brand. And this is it's a little bit thicker, but I do like it so far. This was another one that was on sale at Ulta when I was going over there, and I wanted one that could smooth out my pores, because I do have really big pores right through here that I need to figure out how to get rid of. Again, I'm still trying to figure out my skincare routine too, so that I can help that. But yeah, that's my primers. All right, moving on. And I've got a huge little baggie full of lip stuff. I do have a lot of glosses, and a lot of my favorite thing is are these ones that I got in my Ipsy, and they're like a matte cream lip stain. I love lip stains because they just, anything, other lip glosses or lipsticks, or even like the long last lip whatevers, they flake off. And as soon as you want to take a drink, or just an hour later, it looks like shit. And I don't want to go, and I won't want to be reapplying all day. And it's that stuff I find so annoying. However, I got a lot of dark, pretty colors that I love. And so what are you going to do? But this one, I like the dark. See, this one is like a darker color, but I do like dark colors on my lips. My second one is right here, and it is so pretty. So yeah, these two are my favorite ones to wear because they have that stain and they last, and I love them. And those ones I don't mind reapplying because they keep, for the most part, you can still see it even when it gets wiped away, and that's great for me. I love it. I love it. I love it. I'm not going to show you every single little thing I have, but I will show you the highlights of what I love. I do have this gloss, this Buxom gloss that is great. It does have that slight plumping effect on your lips, and you can just feel the you feel that like burning sensation, and I like it. I like it. But it's great. It is really thick though, but so I don't know if you're supposed to do it with something else and it might work better, but what are you gonna do? I like this as well, and I'm not even gonna try and pronounce that. But this I used a lot around Christmas, and it does have like a really nice glittery shine that unfortunately does feel like really gritty. However, I like it. Let's see. That looks pretty gross on the stick, but it's nice. It's nice. So nice. Another one I like that I've used once is this. It's like a glossy, thick liquid lipstick, and it's quite pretty. Again, I've gotten mostly from Ipsy. I've only just started getting the BoxyCharm. So as for lipsticks, I've got this one is, dear God, I've had this lipstick. It's just a red. It looks a lot brighter than it does. I'm not telling you the brand, but it's a store brand. But I've had it for a while because it's not American. I've lived back in America for a couple years now, and this was not from America. So, yeah. The same with this one. And again, these are like the two lipsticks I have, but I don't want to get rid of this. It's just black. It's Barry M brand, and it is just so pretty and black. And I mean, I wish I had the balls, because I would totally be that chick. If I could just be this goth chick. Maybe I'll do that today. As for eyelashes, I do have a few testers and things that I have not used very much. I have a lot of those samples I've just thrown out, because once you get them and then you try to put them on and then they're dry and they suck. This is the second tube of this I've gotten. Third that I've gotten of the Essence Lash Princess False Lash Effect. I love it. It's great. I had gotten the duo with the volume lash, but that one I didn't like as well as this one. This one is great. My favorite eyeliner is the NYX, the Epic Ink Fine Liner. It looks like that, and it comes out like super liquidy, and it's like painting with a paintbrush. The ones that are like felt tip, they always seem to dry out, or I can't get the line that I want that's nice and vibrant and thick and great. My favorite one for my waterline, and again, I've only ever used black because I am that bitch. My favorite one ever is the Avon Glimmer Stick. I will not use a wooden pencil eyeliner. I've just got this thing. I'm afraid of, you know when you use color pencils and it breaks and then the wood, I'm so afraid of getting like a splinter in my eyeballs. I'm not doing it. So I like the ones that have the retractable, and this one is like just pure black, and it doesn't have the glitter in it, so it doesn't irritate my eye. Getting into the palettes. The first one that I mentioned before was a nude palette, and this one I got, and it is super pretty on the outside, and it's just a Tarte BU Naturally palette. And it's got all those nudes and natural colors, a couple of shimmers, and I do use it very much. I have not used this color for some reason, but I think I've used a little bit of everything else. And that is just perfect for when I just want just something simple and easy to do and just throw on and be done. One of the first big palettes I've got was from Ipsy, and I think it was it one of my add-ons or something? I think it was, because I wanted a big palette. It is this Nomad Berlin Underground super cute palette. It's lots of darks, and I love it. The only thing with it is that, I mean, 90% of these are shimmer shades, and I would have liked the black to be a matte because, you know, mattes. I've only used it a couple times, and I dip into it when I need the darker shades, but I do think it's super cute, and every one I've used works really well. So, you know, when I go to it, I know that it's going to work, at least for me. Another one that I just got was this Vintage Dawn Ace Beauty that just came with the BoxyCharm, and I do love it. I love the blue, is super cute. It comes out more dark than you would really expect it to, but I have done a couple looks with this. I have found that when I went into like these shimmer shades, I think that I used mainly this one and this one over here. On a brush, or at least the brushes I had, they didn't want to pick up very well, so I went in with my finger and they worked fine. So I've changed my mind now that we've gotten this far, and I apologize, but it's gonna run super long. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to break it up, and this one is going to be that first boring situation with my regular makeup. Probably going to be super boring, but I will leave it and just put it up and try to get more into this and get more comfortable posting and all that situation. What I'm going to do is I'm going to move just the ColourPop palettes over to another video, because I realized when I did one of them that it's going to take a super long time, and I just want to get on, because I've already filmed about almost an hour just for all that other stuff, and I know I'll cut that down to like 15 minutes, which is great. Maybe less. Ooh, maybe more, because I did talk a lot. Who knows? We'll see. But thank you for watching. If you would like to see my ColourPop stuff, I'm going to be doing another video, so if you want to head on over there. So thanks for watching, and I hope to see you next time. Bye!